welcome everyone to the 44th episode of the Pear podcast.
Hey, double wave.
Welcome to Lockroom. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. Hey, beautiful day.
It's a lovely day. I love the leaves falling. Although it means it's ending soon.
Look at those red trees. And a lovely sky. It was actually exactly like this in real life today.
Nice. Did you have some lovely autumn leaves flying about as well?
Yeah, one hit me right in the eye. I was just kicking through the fallen leaves in the park, having a great time, and then, one flew and hit me right in the eye. This is a good reason why I should be carrying a net around in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Could have swiped that.
That would have came in handy.
Yeah. So it's been a fortnight. So how's your life? How's your Animal Crossing life?
Oh, it's been busy, and you know what? I've still not went on holiday yet or gave any of my villagers homes.
Oh, to Paradise Island.
Yeah, I've just been.
We're not calling it Paradise Island, are we?
What we're calling it? I don't know.
Yeah, to happy homes. Oh.
Happy home vacation.
I mean, it is work.
Oh yeah, it is work. You're right. It is work. I've just been quite having fun just doing my island up on the outside before I move on to their homes. I think it's quite time consuming. And it's just one little.
It is.
But I've not even got my own house sorted, so I've no chance of doing ones for villagers.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But I have, not that I'm going to talk about it, but I've seen so much stuff that happens in it, so I'm like so behind on it.
Well, maybe by the time you get to actually play it, you'll have forgotten all the spoilery things that you heard.
Yeah. And you know what, I wanted to play it because I wanted to unlock like the functions that you can do, and I'm just going to say the petition because I'm sure that was in the trailer. So like your petition walls, I can use it in my own house, because that's one thing. Because I often use bookcases or the simple panels as room dividers, so that'd be quite handy to have the partitions.
I was the same, and I thought, I've got to unlock all this stuff straight away. That's going to be really cool. Actually, I'm not a big fan of the partitions. They're really, really hard to use. And I've seen some people using them really nicely. But personally, I find them really difficult. Because they're so tall, they're like floor to ceiling. And we've seen all this in the trailer, so you're right. It's not any spoiler for anyone now. I think
that's why I like it, because it is floor to ceiling, because it does act like as a proper room divider.
But you take something like the bookcase, which is kind of like 2/3, 3/4 of the height of the room. So the fact that you can still kind of see over it for taking photos and stuff,
right?
That really helps. It kind of has the illusion of being like a full sort of ceiling thing,
right?
Because it's taller than any villager, and it's taller than than your character and most of the kind of objects and stuff. But because the partitions go right to the ceiling, they're so kind of...
Oh, does it block?
Yeah, it feels like it blocks it a bit. Because we were trying to do bedrooms for one of the homes in Happy Home, and it was really difficult to get the partitions acting just right. But maybe it just takes a bit of practice and a bit of kind of knowing a few little tricks to make it look good. That's okay. There's no rush for you to get there. Though it was such a weird thing that they just dumped all of this content out on the same day. But it doesn't mean that you have to play all of the stuff straight away, You'll get more out of it if you take it at your own pace.
Oh, definitely. Because I feel that because it was so much, I think people are just going to get burnt out with the game, just like they did when it originally came out, and then this game, nothing, put it away because there's nothing more to do, because they had kind of did it all.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So it's probably not a bad thing. I'll catch up. Got some wintry weather coming soon.
When's the snow? Do you remember?
I thought it was... It can't be November, but it's really soon. It must... Maybe is it December, like the start of December?
December 1st or something? I don't remember. I remember it being around forever.
It might be the 15th. Something about the 15th. It sticks in my head.
It was around like a long time into the new year, I remember, but I don't know when it started.
I'm just thinking about when the bushes... I'm sure some of the bushes come at December 15th. Like the new ones bloom.
Oh, the bushes with snow on are really cute, aren't they?
I think it's the camellia. Maybe. But yeah, the snow just lasts forever. Like, I'm so excited for it, but then I'm just so glad when it goes.
I'm just completely hypnotised by this like basket of beautiful looking bread that you've got between us on the set today.
Yeah. My savoury bread. Yeah, I've been busy cooking.
I can't stop staring at it.
Yeah, as soon as I get a recipe, I'm just trying to do the recipes as I get them, just so that I don't have to have a mass cook out. But I've been harvesting my crops, so I've got like quite a bit of store of some ingredients for whenever I get a new recipe.
I haven't planted any more crops yet. My leaf had some tomatoes this week, and I was very excited because I hadn't seen any tomatoes yet. So I bought a load of tomato starts, and after visiting halves, I went off to my daily Capin Island, and it was full of tomatoes. Like 30 tomato plants there. So I just harvested all them and didn't bother planting my plants. But I don't think I think then I didn't have any tomato recipes apart from like the base ones, but Chief was cooking something last night, so. Oh,
that's good. Yeah, there's just so much recipes. Like, I've just gave up trying to like catch people's gates opened if someone's cooking, because there's just like so much. I'll get there in time.
Yeah, I'm taking it nice and slow still. I just found an apple jam recipe on your beach.
Apple pie, apple pie, maybe? Yeah,
apple
I think it was apple pie.
So I learned that, but I'll have to take some Lockram apples home to cook it with.
Oh, yeah. Definitely tastes better with some homegrown apples.
I think I've still only learnt like about 5 recipes, apart from the ones. Do you buy them in Nooks or something? Like for the first lot, or someone gives you a load?
Yeah, there was a wee kit, a basic recipe kit, DIY. And Nooks.
I think I've only learnt a few more outside of that. I haven't had any time to play at all. Basically, my partner has been monopolising the Switch by playing Happy Home Paradise every day, which I'm totally fine with because they're amazing at Happy Home Paradise and they're making amazing houses, and I love watching the villagers have such great places to live. But it has hampered my my daily playtime quite a lot. I've been neglecting my gyroids, and I've not been visiting Brewster. Shameful.
Yeah, not even for coffee.
No, not even for coffee.
No. I've got a few extra gyroids. I think I've actually placed them, so I can send you them if you need any of the ones. You probably do, because you probably not get as much.
Yeah, but I've still got more than I know what to do with, to be honest. Like, my wall is getting pretty full.
Oh yeah, because you put them all on your wall.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, I want to start putting them around the island. But I want to make sure that they all have something to dance to, so I need to...
Oh my God. That's so cool. My favourite... Sorry, I'm just interrupting you. I just had to say it, but my favourite song is oh my God, what's it called? KK Robot Synth or something like that?
I was going to say exactly the same thing. That's so good.
I love it. So I think I've changed Tabby's outside radio. That's usually DJ KK. That's her song that plays in her house, but I've changed that, and she's got a couple of the gyroids.
Amazing.
In her garden. And then I've just got it playing. Oh no, actually I didn't. I got the new one. I've got a big gathering of gyroids, and I've just stuck a speaker in front of it, but I put the new... I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one with Anka as the
on the cover. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like such a retro sound. It's so good.
I don't think I've got to that one yet, because did I see? I can't remember if I saw him this week, but last time I saw him, I just let him play whatever one he wanted, and he picked the robot one. It was really cool. But when I put the record on, the record is like amazing. Full hi-fi version is so good, and that's been playing ever since in the plaza. Everyone's been dancing along.
I never seen KK's. I think a friend had sent me it, the robot, or it was in my
in your shopping
app, like my items. Yeah, my daily items.
I like the record version best. So
no, it's so good. I love it.
Me and Shari were bopping along to it the other night.
Oh, I love that the villagers, see, even if you don't have music, but they'll go up to the gyroids and just like dance along with them.
Oh, do they? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I've took a video of any of them. I've seen a couple of people do it. I've seen Tabby doing it, and I've seen locker room news. I had Julian in my campsite.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I know you've got him, but I just had to have him because he's just like he's a superstar. So
he is. He's really cool. I've been really enjoying him.
So I've invited him, and he was doing it at the one at my airport entrance. He was brought him along to that gyroid.
Oh, the entrance looks great.
I'm not quite finished. That's just like placed now just for convenience. I did color coordinate them all just to make them all blend. But that's not how I'm having my entrance, but it's just for convenience just now. Just get everything that I need. My storage, my bench.
I liked it. I saw like 20 new items just flying over and walking up the middle of Lockroom to the set.
Yeah.
But
and you know what? I've not even placed half the stuff that I want to place yet.
No,
it's just it's been too busy terraforming. I don't want to place too many things and have to lift them up until I've finished like my paths and things.
So I really liked in your entrance that you've kind of got like a big open paved bit. It's really cool. Love the big sort of like a nice big bit of space when you arrive. I feel like it's quite nice to go up and greet people, exchange presents and stuff, and have a little bit of space. And I noticed you've got some free bits and pieces there as well. Just makes perfect sense. But then you've got like the mailbox, and that bin is really cool. I had to press it. I didn't know what it was, but it's a bin and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And I had a peek in your storage shed, and I like the speaker and the gyroid and stuff as well. It looks really good.
Yeah, I do like it. And do you know what's missing? I've not placed a mirror or a closet of some to change my clothes. I still need to do that.
Do you need that right down by the gate? I guess maybe if you're going off somewhere.
Yeah, I used to have one beside Daisy's house when her was on the beach, but I moved that when she moved, so I need to put one, maybe not right at the entrance, but somewhere close by. There's actually like a new mirror that I've got in storage that I have to place actually. I just couldn't find a place for it. It's not really an outside mirror, but it's just too cool not to use.
I like just having them hidden around the back of places, so I think Nooks have got a workbench and a bin, and Abel's have got a changing room and a mirror. They're just kind of hidden.
Yeah, that's just the same as me, although I've got my bin out the front of Nooks. And do you know what? I've been ruthless in my clearing. I've actually just been binning the fake art rather than I usually just kept it like for the decoration purposes, but you can't sell it, so I just have to bin it.
What?
I just bent like 3 this morning.
How have you done your upgrade, your storage expansion yet?
Yeah, I've maxed out.
You maxed out. How much did it cost? Because I asked him for one, and he was like,
"Oh my god, that's so much."
He said it was 700,000 bells for like the first stage.
Yeah, it's like over 1 million. I think it was over 2 million. I think I spent overall. I can't quite remember. It was definitely over 1 million. Because the first one was over 700,000. Yeah, but it's worth it. It's so much easier to play knowing that I can just fire as much stuff, like see especially when you're moving stuff and decorating, just fire everything in storage.
Right, everybody, place your bets. What episode number is it going to be when Sandi is complaining that she's maxed out her storage again?
Oh no, I'm actually my second character hasn't like even got like the max storage that we had before the update. So I'll just need to have a turn at the turnips and upgrade my second character storage just in case that happens.
Yeah, I need to get in the turnip game if I'm going to upgrade my house. I've also been buying like all the new things that come into Nooks, but I haven't been like looking around to get new things from other places. So I haven't been spending a whole lot of money. I've mostly been spending on my Pocky when I go to the Happy Home shop. I've been buying all the cool stuff they've got in Happy Home. I haven't put anything anywhere though. Like I really need some help actually. It definitely is time to do a redesign on Railby, but I'm lacking a bit of inspiration, so might need to ask you for some advice on what you think we should have a look at.
Yeah. It feels like I've not visited for ages.
No, we just went to the coffee shop last time you came, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, you remember the book cliff where we had the little table for the book club to meet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got rid of that because I haven't seen a single villager up there since I built it. Not one person. I think someone went kind of near the first incline. They might have gone like halfway up it or something, but literally nobody has gone to the top and sat down or looked at the books or anything. So this week I flattened that top cliff level, got rid of the incline, and then I'm going to flatten the bottom one as well. So it's going to give me a nice bit of space, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to do something with my river because that river is just a little nub at the moment. Just flattened it off. So it'd be nice to have something with water up there and maybe something that's a bit farmy. Have the crops near the water, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, you've not got a farm anymore, have you? And we've got all these new items, ingredients and items as well. But then it's also coming into winter.
That's true. So maybe an outdoor farm kind of kitchen thing is not quite the right thing seasonally, is it?
Yeah, but that depends do you use the winter DIYs?
Oh yeah, what have we got coming up then? So we've got all the frozen stuff, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like the frozen partition and the ice kind of furniture. You've got sofas and stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, and there's a couple of new DIYs for the ice coming up as well. I think they showed the fence in the trailer.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
That was quite cool.
So it could be a little ice thing, couldn't it?
Yeah, because we did say the snow's here for a while, so...
Yeah, that's true. It could be worth making the most of it. I still just feel really autumnal with the baking and the red trees, jumpers.
Yeah, I really wish the autumn lasted a wee bit longer now. So you haven't played much on your own island, so have you still got your same villagers, or have you got any changes?
I had a visitor come and have a little look around, but they didn't want to stay in the end. I would have really liked to have invited them because it was Kabuki.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, he's really cool. And he's got such a great voice as well. But yeah, he showed a bit of interest, but then when it came to it, I think I might have lost the card game. I can't quite remember, but for one reason or another, he said that now wasn't quite the right time. So, and I definitely would like to invite one of my new amiibo villagers, but
I
just haven't had the time to be scanning at the moment, which is a shame.
Oh yeah, because you're still going to have to do that 3 times, aren't you?
Yeah.
And they're going to ask. Well, I don't know. I've not heard about anybody inviting them, but they've end up asking for a ridiculous thing that you don't have or something.
Yeah, can you make me some gold armor or something? I always used to get upset when they asked for something made of like loads and loads of wood, but actually I've got quite a lot of wood in storage at the moment. So those first few days of deforesting all the Capin Islands. But my little crew are quite happy at the moment. So no new people. Ketchup did ask to leave, but I think that she was just...
She was testing you?
Yeah. How about you? So you've got Julian from the campsite.
Yeah, I've got Julian. I don't think I've got anybody else new.
Well, I met a couple of new ones when I arrived, but...
did I speak about Dina?
Yeah, Candy and Dina.
Dina and Candy. Yeah.
I met them for the first time, but we did see their houses on the last episode.
Oh, yeah, we did, because Dina's got the music house and Candy's got the pink house.
So it's just Julian, is it?
Yeah, no new ones except Julian, and he had asked Doc to leave, and I got Doc's picture. I don't know if I actually told you about that before. I got Doc and Jay's picture recently, so I said goodbye to Doc. I'd have preferred Jay or Scoot because
he's still got all the jocks, yeah.
Yeah, but I had just moved their houses together because I said the last time I was going to do like a wee gym between the two of them.
Did you do that yet?
Their houses together. Yeah, oh my goodness, moving their houses, I've tried to get them in line and it was like one square back every time. I don't know how I kept doing it. So it's been like having to move them to the beach and then back again because you can't move. Oh, it's so annoying. But their houses are together now and it's quite good. The exteriors are similar, it's only the roof that are different, so it does look like they're like a little gym complex.
Oh, cool.
But I've been moving the villagers' houses about and I moved Tabby's up to where my house was because I moved that behind the museum and I've extended the cliff a wee bit to give a wee bit more space.
Right.
And I was going to move my house back in the middle between Tabby's and Coco's on the same level because like...
Yeah, 3 besties.
Yeah, but I like my house behind the museum. And also I was thinking about moving Barreled up there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I don't think I could give him up. I could, unless somebody that I knew was taking him forever.
Oh, see.
So he's a semi-permanent, because I hope someday will want him.
That's really sweet.
So I'm going to move him up there. Because I've still got I've had to put Caesar on the beach, so I'm trying to get all the villagers off the beaches. So if I move him up there, and then I'll just put the word out that he's there if anybody ever wants him.
I mean, essentially, you're creating like an elite gated neighbourhood on Lockram where all of the favourite villagers and yourself are living like in this superior life elevated above the ones that you don't care about down below.
Do you know what though? It's getting bigger and bigger, so it's just because I think by the end of the time if I get like through the 400 and whatever villagers, by then I will have found the best of the best. So that cliff will be encompass all of us.
It does get harder, doesn't it? Like when you get to know them, they're just all so adorable. It just gets harder and harder.
Yeah, So I think it's been a while, and for it's like a year and a half, and I've only got 3 permanents. I think that's quite an achievement.
Yeah, I guess if you carry on going at that rate, then you know, going to be playing for quite a while before you have your team of 10.
Oh yeah. That doesn't sound good, actually. I'm pretty sure there'll be another 2 games out by then.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm worried though, if I let any more of my villagers come over there, ones that you've already established a relationship with, you might find it hard to let them go.
I know, that's that. So I'm not taking more, and I'm going to take Cherry though. I've said goodbye to her once, I can do it again.
I thought she was going to ask to leave the other night, but she just wanted to give me something. But I was getting ready to message you. I was like, Cherry's got a thought bubble. Quick, text Sandi.
They've always got a thought bubble now, and I just ignore them all now. I don't even bother bottom them on the head, because I know that it's probably just because they want to visit me, and I do like having them over in the house, but it's sometimes annoying because you only get like a limited amount of time to play, and you want to get all this stuff done.
Oh, it's worth it though when they come over. It's adorable.
I've actually even been skipping Capin's songs as well. And I'm ashamed to say that.
Me too. He doesn't have very many songs. Like is he always like?
Yeah, they are quite repetitive.
He's like telling you about his cucumber. He's like totally obsessed with cucumbers, right? I think he's got more than one song about something to do with cucumbers. Yeah. Anyway, I've been skipping them too. So, but I haven't skipped a house visit yet. I think one time I said I was too busy, but. Every other time I've said yes.
I think Barold was over. This was early on, and he came over, and I never took him into every room. I never went upstairs into my bedroom. And when he was leaving, he said, "I hope I could visit that secret room."
Oh.
And I was like, right, okay. And then I think Doc or someone or Jay maybe came over, and I just took them all into every room, and he still said it. So. It must just be like a thing that they say. Because I'd thought that he really knew that I hadn't took him upstairs.
Yeah. I haven't taken any of the villagers into every room.
Well, I didn't know you could do it. I think it was on the Discord that I seen, because I'd went my first visit, I'd went into another room and they never followed me.
Yeah,
so
same.
I just didn't think they followed you. So I didn't bother trying until I seen it on the Discord, and then that's when I done it. I took Barold on a tour. But have you visited someone and bought furniture off them? You could do it in New Leaf, but I did it in Jay's house, and I've bought a bit of furniture and he hasn't replaced it, and it's just his house is so bare already, and I've just made it even more so.
No, I think Biscuit offered to sell me something, but I didn't take him up on it. Poppy visited this week, and I had like loads of clutter in the house, so it was like she couldn't really even like get through the door. But I really wanted to give her a gift for visiting, but it wouldn't let me give her a gift while she was in the house. So I baked her some bread and then like chased after her as she left and gave it to her out in the street. I was really hoping that if you gave them a cooked item that they would just treat it like fruit and it wouldn't appear in their house, but she's got the big basket of bread in her house now.
Yeah, I done that with the fish recipes, because I think once the update hit, I was fishing and I was like learning these new recipes. So all I had was fish recipes, because that's all I had was fish, because our crops hadn't grown yet, and I had gave fish to everyone. So they had this like big sea bass dish in their houses. Not pretty. But now that I replace it with another food item, they seem to replace it, and I've not seen fish since. So they've all got like pear jam or a cake out now. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice item as it goes for Poppy to have a big basket of bread. I love that item.
Yeah, I can imagine her, like, she's made that and she's about to deliver it to the residents.
Lovely bread.
Do Do you know, there's so much types of bread as well. This is only one of 3 bread baskets that I've got the DIY for. Or the recipe, sorry.
I think I've only actually cooked the organic bread. I don't think I've cooked any other recipe for anything at all.
I know my storage is full of recipes that I've made.
I want to build myself a nice kitchen. Maybe that's what I can do. I can take the farm room out of my house and make it into a nice sort of stone kitchen, because I love that stone kitchen. Is that like a standard thing that you get at the update to teach you how to cook?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was what one of the DIYs that you learned from the machine,
right?
Or Nooks. I'm not sure,
but I really like it.
I don't know
if it looks great, and I could definitely see myself designing a little kitchen around that item.
Yeah, all the items. I just love the customizations options that Cyrus gives you.
Poor Cyrus, he hasn't had any work since he moved to my halves.
He's not. Oh my goodness. At first I was just trying to get like different variations of things in your catalogue, because it saves you buying eight different things, but I've just been doing it now when I get new items and just going customising it just to have a wee look, just to customise it once. I still go after every new item I get. Have you been visiting Red then? If you've not been doing your daily?
No, I haven't.
Daily tasks.
I've been once or twice.
What do you think of Katrina? Have you unlocked her yet?
Yeah, I've been like every time I go over there, I always go and see her. But I don't know what she's going on about. Doesn't make any. I tried the friendship one, and she was talking about my friendship with Biscuit. And after that, Biscuit invited me over to his house to do a visit. And then I tried the friendship one again with Chief. And I don't know. It just didn't really... I couldn't really make sense of what she was going on about. And then sometimes she talks about your luck increasing. But then she's like, maybe, maybe not. And I'm like, oh, I don't really understand what that means. And I haven't seen anything in the game that indicates I've got good luck with bells, or I don't know. I don't really want to read up about it and just find out. But also I'm kind of like, I haven't seen anything happen. So I'm just kind of bored now.
Well, would you like to know what I've experienced with my good health luck?
Yeah.
So, if you eat something, like, it takes less, or you can do more, like, things, like break things, or break rocks, or dig up trees with less food, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. What, so if you eat a pear, it'll give you, like...
Yeah, I can lift up 2 things. I didn't know, it was just because I think I knew I had ate, like, X amount of apples, but I was still being able to lift things. I wasn't even looking at my counter.
So, now, does that only work if you've been to see her and she said, you're going to have good health today? Or do you just have that good health for that day, and she tells you what it is? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I don't know, because I've never noticed it before.
Because in New Leaf, she would say, oh, you're going to have a bad luck day if you don't wear some green shorts or something. Yeah. And then you would like fall over all the time if you weren't wearing green shorts. Is that right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I don't know I don't know if it's like that at all. Obviously it doesn't say that it doesn't have the clothing thing, but maybe because Red always says, if you trip and fall with that, then I'm not going to give you a refund.
Oh yeah, when you buy ice cream.
And like I always go and visit Red and Katrina together, I always just think that Katrina is all about falling over. I don't know.
I've not fell over yet.
No, me neither.
I don't know if that still happens.
Not unless you're wearing the hat.
Yeah, the big mask. No, but I know you see what you were saying about the friendship. When you ask about the friendship, I've noticed the dialogue's a bit different. Usually when they say, like, oh, Chief wants to get to know you better, that means that their friendship isn't as high as maybe Poppy's.
Okay.
Because this when I've just been trying it with like Tabby, and then one of my newer ones and then Barreled, and then a newer one just to compare.
Right. So
and the newer ones seem to have that same as like, oh, yeah, he thinks about your, like, I don't know, some weird stuff he says, and then at the end it's like he wants to get to know you better, they want to get to know you better.
Okay.
But that's my experience, but I don't know if that's what I've took that as, is that's a lower friendship.
So it's a good way of finding out if you're best friends with them or not.
Yeah. Although everybody seems to be shouting and giving me stuff, I think it's more to do with update rather than them being friends. Because it just seems like it's constant now.
They're just generally more friendly.
Yeah. Oh, actually, just as you're talking about coming up to me, I think, was it Candy? Might have been Candy. Someone gave me something to deliver to Barreled.
Right.
And I've took it to him, and it was a dance jacket, which is fine. I'm not really fussed about what they wear now.
Yeah.
And he's took it off. He's put this dance jacket on. It was purple and gold stripes. It was funny. And then he's like, oh yeah, thanks for delivering it. Here, have a gift. It might be still warm. He literally just gave me the shirt off his back.
Brilliant.
So he had like his black no, it wasn't even like his Argyle sweater that he's gave me before, like as a gift, not this black athletic top. Took it off and gave me it.
Love it.
Lovely. Thanks, Barrel. And this is the villager I want to stay in my island as well. I'm not selling him to anybody, am I?
Oh, I don't know. I think it takes a certain... He's got a certain charm that I think appeals to people. I think people know what they're getting if they want little Barreled. Oh,
and see, because you have been missing like some playtime, you've missed some birthdays.
Have I?
I was at a couple of... Yeah, I missed it. I went to Tia's birthday and Mac's birthday, which was nice
right.
to get out
I thought
again.
you meant on my island then. For a minute, I'm like...
Oh, no, you'd feel so bad.
I've still managed to switch the game on every day, but... so hopefully Isabel would have told me. I only just realised it was Turkey Day today.
Yeah, I just realised.
When switching the game on, I'd totally forgotten that it was coming up today.
Yeah, I think it's because it's not a holiday here.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not like in our like minds coming up to this time of year. Apart from, I think she did make an announcement, or was it on it was on the board about it, but as soon as I get an announcement I just delete it, so it's gone and then I forget about it.
Yeah, same. Oh, so how were your birthday parties? Who did you see?
Oh, they were fun.
And
Tia.
Oh, and Mac as well.
Mac.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
that's
I never got too long to spend with Tia, but it was great. Who was at her birthday? Lolly.
Oh, that's really cool.
No, it was good seeing their island as well, because they'd used a lot of the new items and it just looked really good on the island. And then I went to Mac's birthday. I can't remember if that was first, actually. Might have been first.
Oh.
And I dressed up for him as a cheerleader, thinking, do you know what, Mac's like a wee joke.
Yeah.
I'm going to dress up as a cheerleader in his colours. And then I forgot, and I never even took a megaphone. Like, what was that, Sandy? That's like the perfect item to take to his party.
Oh dear.
For him, to cheer him on.
Yeah.
But he was having a good time.
Yeah. He doesn't need cheering. I think that he's got an inner megaphone.
Yeah, definitely.
He's yelled at me enough times. I think he's operates in quite a high level of excitement, which is why we love him.
He is a really good joke.
He's great.
I will have him on my island one day, just like everyone else, but I'll probably be a while before I have another joke on my island, hopefully.
Well, that's great that you went to some birthdays. Did you try out the new camera Because I've always found
my
it
God.
really hard to try to take pictures of them dancing in their birthday parties.
Yeah, I did try. They do look good, but they don't. Doesn't make it any easier.
No.
Well, not for me. Maybe it's just me, but it didn't make it any easier. If you use a tripod, they're moving around, and then you try and move the camera, you forget that it goes squinty. It's just like, no. And then if you've not got the tripod, you're doing it, and you're walking about it, you walk really slow, you're banging into everyone. Yeah, wasn't great. But the pictures do look good. Like the up close ones, I love taking the pictures of their face. But yeah, just when you mentioned that new camera, I've been taking so much pictures. They're not even great pictures, but I've just been playing with the new mode a lot. I actually took it into the museum. I don't know if you've tried it in the museum yet. See, in the butterfly room.
What are you doing in there?
I was looking for Portia to give her a present.
Oh no, sorry, I meant what photo thing were you trying in there? That's what I meant, sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just trying the new on the tripod to see if it could see, because it's so pretty in there, and it kind of has its own little view when you sit down.
Yeah.
I was trying the tripod to see if that would make a difference, but I got quite a nice, it's a cool shot like near that back door with that light shining right in.
Oh, cool.
It's just quite nice.
Yeah, it's a great room. Great room. I love the fact that they put the roost in the museum. It's so perfect. I know that there's been a lot of talk either way about whether it should have been its own building or whatever, but the museum is such a great place, and the sound and music and stuff in there is amazing.
Yeah.
I love the fact the roost is in there as well.
Yeah, I don't mind at all that it's in there. I did like the little building I had in New Leaf, like the little roost, but
Me too.
I don't mind it being in the museum at all, because it is just a nice area. And to be honest, I'd be like stressing like where do I put the roost, and like because it's just another building to think about.
Yeah. I gathered a couple more things for my museum collection this week. I was going through the Critterpedia, and it's got like a little stamp if you took it to the museum, and I realised there were like loads of things that I'd caught that I'd never donated. So I had to go and find a centipede to donate, and I had to find a pufferfish as well. But amazingly, I'd put a pufferfish in my storage, but never donated it. So that was very lucky. But it was nice to be able to give Blathers a couple of new things again this week.
That's good. I don't know. I can't believe you had caught things and not gave them to Blathers. That was like my first.
I know.
Like,
just
protocol.
Yeah.
Caught something.
Just, I guess, getting distracted. Like, I guess I'll put the pufferfish in my storage, thinking I'll give that to Blathers in a minute, later, tomorrow, whatever, and then just forgot. There's a couple of things there that I'm really annoyed that I missed. So hopefully I'll be able to catch them again. But it's nice to be slowly chipping away at that.
Yeah, I just think the updates just made it like a new game. It's just a bit refreshing now. It's like starting again. Not starting again, but just got all these new things, and I've just taken my time now, just appreciating it.
Yeah, I'm still finding all the new stuff a bit overwhelming, so it's just too many items. I wouldn't know where to start trying to collect them, like having just seen all of the new things that you've got out. It's just like, wow.
Oh yeah, and do you know what? Like, I've got a few new things, but it's nothing, like not yet, it's not a small chip in that. that big pile of stuff that we got. And some of the stuff are like so expensive as well.
I know, yeah. I said I've just been buying like all the things that I've seen that have come up. What was it? Is it like there's like a 300 and something thousand bell thing in my Nook shopping app the other day. I can't remember what it was. It's like some kind of vehicle. But I was like, oh, look, I'll buy that. That's a new thing. Someone might want that. And then I was like, oh, it's 300,000 bells. Maybe not. This is what you get for everyone complaining that they've got too many bells. Nintendo are like, right, got too many bells, have you?
Yep.
Right, Tom Nook, 700 grand for updating your storage. 300,000 bells for a tractor or whatever. That'll teach them.
Yeah, because I think that's that was the plan, and everybody's back into the turnips. I've done a couple of trips already.
Do you know, I just keep forgetting to go and see Daisy May on Sunday morning.
You're missing out on some recipes.
Recipes?
Yeah.
From Daisy May?
Yep. Sorry if that's a spoiler for you, but I'm sure everybody else, you're just behind the times. Like, yeah, you know, she usually gives you, like, send you bamboo shoots in the mail.
She does.
After you buy a load of. So she just sends you some other things instead.
Oh, cool. I like the fact that you get your turnip tracker in your Island newspaper app now.
Oh my god, I've not even checked mine for ages, and I thought that was so cool as well. The little newspaper app, but the turnip tracker as well. That's quite handy. I think you're right. I think you said it the other week. They've just like took everything like everybody's been asking for like over this full year, and watching what everybody's making as well. Like, see, we've got the castle walls, and towers and things. Like, people were like using the items we already had to recreate that kind of thing. So they basically gave us what we wanted, and the partitions as well. Like, a lot of people had made the homes, you know, that they made it look like a magazine, like a home decor magazine sometimes, just like the shots, and they were using like walls, climbing walls for partitions and things like that. I think they've just they've been watching, obviously, seeing what people are doing, and just gave us it all.
Yep.
Shut up. We've done our best.
Yeah.
Stop moaning.
Yeah. There you go. That's about it for my news this week.
Yeah, I'm about the same. I'm off to do some stretching now, I think.
Oh yeah, let's do some stretching. That would be fun. I've not done that today. It's well overdue.
Yeah, I think. I'm hoping Franklin stops it, or we're just going to like disrupt the full of Turkey Day. Or what if they tell us we can't do it?
No, they definitely would want to encourage a nice stretch before having a big Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool. Oh, well, thanks everybody for joining us for another episode. Even though I thought I had nothing to talk about because I haven't been playing, we still managed to chat for ages and have a nice time. So thanks for inviting me over. It was lovely to see you.
Yeah, thanks for the catch up.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us as well. And come and hang out with us online if you still want to carry on chatting. You can join our Discord if you want. The link is in the video description or in the show notes if you're watching or listening. And you can find us in all the usual places. Thanks a lot, Sandy. I'll see you again soon. Thanks, everyone.
Bye, Luke. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh my God, look at them all. Oh, are you going to do the stretching as well?
Yeah.
You're like actually stretching in real life?
Oh no, I can't do that.
Why not?
Because I need to use the buttons and the switch.
Yeah, I'm doing it with my hands and waving my switch around as well. Oh, it's much easier with... Actually, I'm still not keeping good time.
Oh my God.
My excuse is that I'm actually stretching in real life too.
My excuse is I've got drift.
I'm not going to jump up and down though, because I'll shake all the things off my shelves.
Oh, I can do that. I'm in time now. Oh no, I just missed it.
What's Caesar wearing? Oh, so happy.
Oh my God, he's wearing his concierge. Got his concierge suit. Oh my God, I've stopped been recording.